Can you give us about 30 seconds of your thoughts on Al? And then we'll go to Annette, Freda, and yourself.
Okay. He was such a very kind person. And last night I had a dream that he was walking with Al, me, and he was in the middle, and we're walking on both sides. It was such a beautiful dream. But it seemed so real that it was like this half an hour ago. But he was a very kind person. We all have a cross to bear. But you know, I want to express myself about him. He was very nice, a very lovely person. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Annette, you have a couple of seconds. You want to say something?
I'm glad I got to know Albert Robin Goldsmith through my young life. I met him when I was a teenager, and I always admired the way he did things. He always went for it and never mattered. He didn't have issues. And he's an extraordinary man and a loving person of so many people that I lost count of the people that he touched and befriended and helped through different situations and that. And I will always miss him. But I'm going to remember him the years that I knew him, because that's how I want to remember him.
Well, let's, if Freda cares to say anything, let's hear from Freda.
Excuse me.
You might want to sip your drink.
Albert Robin Goldsmith was my hero and my friend, as well as my advisor. During his illness, serving Albert was an honor, a privilege, and a blessing for me. My prayer had been to be with Albert when the angels came, because we were well prepared that he would soon be crossing over. And during those months of waiting and talking and praying and being supported by his son Albert and Annette,
and Alasia.
And Alasia as well. Alasia is his devoted cat, who was also his protector and his friend. And during those moments and those days and those hours that we waited, my favorite prayer was that the Creator would allow me to be there. And that prayer was answered on November 20th at approximately 8:50 p.m. as I held Albert and watched as he closed his eyes and crossed over. I will always remember him. He has taught me so much. He has given me so much. He has made me a better person because I was able to share my life with him, his life with me. And I'm ever so grateful that we traveled this journey together.
Thank you, Freda. We have to move on only because we have less than 2.5 minutes. So, Lenell, if you can do us like a maybe 30, 40 second, and then I have a couple of goodbyes I have to do, and we got our little, you know, Humanity Matters thing.
Well, my take on the life of Albert R. Goldsmith, to me, he came across as a very compassionate, very educated, a very dignified, a very fair, and a very humanitarian kind of person. I didn't know him for a long period of time, but I can tell you this. the period of time that I had a chance to interact with Mr. Goldsmith, he had a positive and a profound effect on my life, just like he had on probably thousands of other people's lives. So that part of him will forever and ever be with me, because he had so much to offer. He offered so much, should I say, to society and to the world. And he was very, very much loved, and he will be very well missed.
Well, I really didn't want to do this. It's kind of hard, but I got to do it.
Go ahead and do it, Al.
I got about 30 seconds. I'm going to try to keep it to 30 seconds. When my dad died, so-called family members and people who are supposed professionals and friends, they tended to marginalize me and referred to me only as one of the 12 foster sons. Let's make something clear. There were never 12 foster children.